Hi guys, my name is Andrea and I'm a sophomore here at MSU. I just wanted to take some time today to share my story about how I first encountered God and how He's helped me overcome my anxiety. So my entire life, I sought approval from everyone. And as a result, I found myself placing my identity in things like grades. I became disappointed in myself if I didn't do as well on a test or an assignment as I would like. Not only that, I felt like I was letting everyone I cared about down. I started obsessing over every minute detail, and it got to the point where I started developing anxiety. I was so focused on getting good grades that I completely lost sight of who I was. When I started classes at MSU, nothing had changed. If anything, the stakes were higher, and so were my stress levels. I was so worried about getting approval from my parents that I'd forgotten that college was also supposed to be fun. It was in the midst of all this stress that I first encountered Crew, an on-campus Christian group. Having not grown up Christian, I was hesitant to join, but God had been softening my heart towards Christianity for years, so I decided to go to Crew and Bible study for about a month or so. During that time, I learned about God and how His Son Jesus died for my sins, so I could be accepted just the way I am. I spent that month just observing and learning about God's love, and at fall retreat that year with Crew, I felt the presence of God with me for the first time, and I was just overcome with peace. Having felt that peace that comes only from God, I realized how good He is. After I felt His love and acceptance for me, I realized that I wanted to dedicate my life to serving Him. After I made that decision, I felt good for a while, but that spiritual high didn't last. I still tried to find my worth in worldly things like grades, because I hadn't realized that I was already made worthy in the eyes of God through His Son Jesus. But as I grew in my knowledge of God's character and just spent time in His Word, I truly learned that my worth comes from God. Through my walk with God, I've become more confident and content with myself. But there's still moments that are tough. Not everybody in my family is Christian, nor do they entirely understand my decision to radically follow God. But the contentedness that I feel and my self-confidence and just the peace and everything that I felt from God makes it all worth it. Even though I don't have my family's full support, God decided that I, just like everybody else that chooses to follow Him, am worthy enough for Him. While there haven't been many outward changes in my life, on the inside I've completely changed. Before, I did everything in order to please others. Now, I do everything to glorify God. I've come to realize that the only approval that truly matters is God's. Thanks for listening.